If you are familiar with the removal of the dishwasher, you may want to skip to the part of removal and installation of the heat pump. Beside the error code 09, common symptoms of heat pump failing is that the dishes are coming out wet and the dishwasher is not heating. First, actually, we got the error code 04 twice and then 09. For replacing the heat pump, we'll need following tools and also parts: the heat pump and the hose clamp. The heat pump, new for this specific model, is around $275, used a lot less on eBay. And the clamp is $2-3 at your local hardware store. The Bosch one branded on their website is around $20. As for the hose lubricant, you can use any oil that you have in the kitchen. It helps with the heat pump installation. You will see later in the video. To find out which exact heat pump is for your dishwasher, it's best if you go to Bosch's website and you type in the model number of your dishwasher and it will tell you, and you can also order directly from them. I will put a link down in the description. So this is a 2016 Bosch Dishwasher 800 series. So how is this done? It's going to be probably similar on other ones and probably the same on many other models. Power off, especially if your dishwasher is hardwired.
It's also possible to replace the heat pump without disconnecting water supply and drainage completely. You just pull out the dishwasher enough to access it from the side. But also, if you decide to do that, make sure to get as much as possible of this water from the sump here.
I prefer to disconnect the dishwasher completely for better access, easier to work on.
First, we're gonna disconnect the water supply to the dishwasher, which is this one here, going all the way to here. And we need a 16mm or 5/8 of an inch wrench. Of course, we need to shut the water off. Now using a 16mm or 5/8 of an inch wrench. Yeah, the second we disconnect is the drainage hose that goes all the way up here to the vent.
So yeah, this is of course the dishwasher vent where it goes. I find it easier to unscrew it here. It was actually very easy. And to push it down. Now that we have it out, we have much easier access here for disconnecting it. Especially I'm gonna push it like down here, even more closer. Yeah. Now we're gonna disconnect this clamp here. And be careful, because there's water here, but I put the tray underneath. So first thing we need to remove is this plate here in the bottom. 2 screws are holding it. And then these 2 screws here. And this one here. I'm realizing that these feet could be replaced. So this is an 18mm wrench. Now same on the other side. To lower the back of it. Now the best way is to grab it here at the bottom and not to pull it out. Before pulling out the dishwasher all the way out, make sure that the lines are not stuck. Now we remove these brackets.
Yeah, some dishwashers are hardwired, some plug to the outlet. This one has an outlet, so disconnecting this. Also, it's important to disconnect the plug here from the dishwasher.
I put it here on the table so it's easier to work on, but of course it can be done also while it's on the floor. Okay, we remove this so it's on the right side. First we remove this part. Also, why it's important to remove the power supply, because this here is attached actually to this here that we need to remove now. So the heat pump is right here. So we now need to remove this part. So there's a notch here. I find it easy if you just move this out. And then important is to move it upwards. See, yeah, it came out easily. And now we disconnect this by pushing this on the side and gently pulling it out. And this one is out. This one has this here that you can push on and pull out. So see this? Hope you can see in the camera. Okay, it's coming out easy. This one, the last one, with the orange wires, will be easier to remove it once the heat pump is disconnected and we can pull it out and have more space. First we disconnect this rubber mount. Just pull it. Now we need to remove this clamp here, which originally comes with a pinch clamp, which is this one here. But since I did this already, I installed the one that you can tighten by the screwdriver or a socket. And I did it so it's easier to tighten from the other side of the dishwasher. So let's go on the other side and loosen this one. A socket, definitely it's easier here. Okay, it's completely loose now. Of course, always a good tip is to look at the new heat pump that you're going to be installing, how it's connected. After removing the heat pump for the second time, I found out a better way to remove it. I will show you in a little bit, but for that it's good to disconnect the third connector, the orange one, as well. I find it easiest, I tried with screwdrivers and everything, it's easiest if you gently grab by these three wires and you pull it out evenly and gently. There it is. You move it, lift it a little bit and move it to the right. And then you kind of slide it out of that where the clamp is. Yeah, so easy. And to install it, same way. First, you put it inside over there, that hose where the shell is, and then you move it to the left, and that's it. Keep in mind, when you remove it, some water will come out. Okay. Here are both of the heat pumps. I bought it used, I forgot to mention that. So this dishwasher is 10 years old and is paying $275 for it. I think it's not worth it. So I ordered a used one from eBay. It says from a reputable seller for like $55. You can buy these between, I don't know, $50 and $70. Now, to pick up that water that drained here. For easier install, it's good here to apply some sort of lubricant. If you don't want to use harsh chemicals, like any vegetable oil, I'm applying some coconut oil here. It's gonna slide into that over there easier. And same here. Yeah, we can't reuse the pinch clamp. We're gonna use one of these. That's what I had. It's a little bit too big, but it works. And again, I figured out it's better if I put it the other way. So yeah, it's gonna be tightened from the other side. So we're gonna install it so it sits there like that. Okay, installing it again here. Again, we put this inside the
where the clamp is. Once that's inside, you just move it to the left, and that's it. Now we're gonna reconnect the wires. Okay, I'm reconnecting them in the reverse order. First this one here. Good. Now this one. Good. And now this one here. Okay, they're all in. Now I'm going to tighten that clamp again from the other side. Works the best. Okay, it's time to close this. Now I'm gonna put this rubber mount back, and we're gonna lift it a little bit higher up, and that's it. Again, for the rubber mount, it helps if you lubricate it a little bit. Now we're gonna put back this control unit. Same way we removed it, like this, and then we first this. Make sure. All right. And we always make sure from the other side that yeah, looks good. Now this plastic cover. Okay, easy as that. Now put this cover back. All right, now we're gonna put it back inside and reconnect. Okay, now we're gonna reconnect the drain. And we reconnect the water supply. Now we slide this back up here. Okay. And now we're gonna reinstall the air gap. Now we're gonna reinstall the power supply. To test, I'm gonna leave it out like this just to make sure there's no water leaking or anything. So many dishes waiting to be washed. On top of everything, our 8 and 11-year-old were making cookies today. So after the first wash, it looks good. No, completely dry.
And no more error codes.
Now it's the time to push the dishwasher in. And it's good to do it little by little, and also to pull in the water hose and the drainage hoses inside here. I even put the power cord here so it doesn't get. Okay. And also, before you push it all the way in, don't forget to put these brackets that we're gonna screw on top. Okay, now the final push. Now we're gonna be raising the dishwasher higher up using this one here, which you see the arrows for up or down. You're gonna be raising it up, so higher. And then these are we're gonna be using for the front. This one here and one here. So we wanna raise it higher so it's flush with the top, so we can fasten it here. And now these. If it really doesn't work, you can use a wrench here. Now this side, also lift it. Let's check it now, here on the other. Looks good. Now it looks good. Very good. Now it's time to put these 2 screws back in here. Now we're gonna put this plate back. And that's it. Hope this video helps you at least a little bit.